Lord. Good evening, everyone. Today is November 6th, and I'm calling to order the City of Carson Housing Authority Successor Agency, Public Financing Authority, and the City Council agenda. In accordance with the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, if you require disability-related modification or accommodation to attend or participate in this meeting, including auxiliary aids or services, please contact the City Clerk's office at 310-952-1720 at least 48 hours prior to the meeting. Treat everyone courteously, listen to others respectfully, exercise self-control, give an open-minded consideration of all viewpoints, focus on the issues, and avoid personalizing debate. Embrace respectful disagreement and dissent as democratic rights that are inherent components of an inclusive public process and tools for forging sound decisions. The rules of decorum are on the screen. I will not read them. We will everyone to act accordingly. Public information, the public may address the members of the City Council on any matters within the jurisdiction of the City Council or on any items on the agenda of the City Council during the designated public comment periods. There will be 2 oral communication sessions, one for agendized items and one for non-agendized items. The oral communications portion of the agenda is limited to a duration of 1 hour unless otherwise approved by the City Council. Comment time is normally 3 minutes, depending on the number of speakers. The public viewing may view the meeting live over the internet, www.carsonca.gov, or on YouTube, www.youtube.com/C/City of Carson, California, official YouTube page. And you can view it on Spectrum Channel 35 and AT&T Channel 99. If you are unable to attend the meeting in person, public comments can be submitted before the meeting. You may email comments, can be emailed to the City Clerk's office at cityclerk@carsonca.gov. The cutoff time to submit any email communications is 3 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Written communications can be dropped off at the City Clerk's office or in the white box outside City Hall. The cutoff time to submit any written communications is 3 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Written communications dropped off at the City Clerk's office or at the white box or any emails received will not be read aloud at the council meetings, but will be circulated to the City Council and incorporated into the records. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councilmember Rojas,
Present.
Councilmember Deere, Councilmember Hicks,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Hilton,
Present.
Mayor Davis Holmes.
Present.
Thank you.
We'll have a flag salute by our Mayor Pro Tem, please.
Can we stand? Put your right hand on your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I'm glad we're having invocation by none other than Dolores Mueller from Believers Victory International Church.
Okay. If we can just close our eyes and have a moment of prayer. Father, we thank you, Lord, for tonight. We thank you, Lord, for every leader that is in this city, Father God, the mayor, the city council, and all those that are in authority. Remind us, Father God, that we are stewards of your authority. Thank you to all the women and men and women that are here tonight for the opportunity to serve the people in our city. Help us, Father God, to have the spirit of service. And Lord, give us the insight and hindsight of the plans that we need for tonight and going forward for the city of Carson. Let our aims in this meeting be aligned with your direction. Let our plans be orchestrated by you. And Father, in our hearts, we plan the course, but we pray that you establish our steps. Thank you for your wisdom in this meeting. We place our hearts and minds in your hands so that you may direct us. Give us the guidance in this meeting so that we can be fruitful and productive. Help us to be effective and decisive and strengthen us as we make tough decisions tonight, Father God. And I pray that we rule justly and with godly wisdom. And lastly, Father God, thank you, Lord, that you renew us with the strength of your presence and the joy of building a prosperous community with faith, hope, and love. And let us not compete with one another, but complete each other in the gift that you have blessed us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you. Thank you. Closed session items 2 through 4. Madam Clerk, were there any comments on closed session items?
No, Madam Mayor.
Madam City Attorney?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. A closed session will be held pursuant to Government Code Section 54957.6 regarding labor negotiations with AIM, CPSA, AFSCME Local 809 and 1017, as well as unclassified management. A closed session will be held pursuant to Government Code Section, actually, item number 3 will not be taken up. Under item number 4, a closed session will be held pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9 D2 or D3 and E1 because there's a significant exposure to litigation in 4 cases. That concludes my report.
Thank you. We will recess the closed session. Should be back within the hour, no later than 6:10. Hi, Mr. City Manager.
I still do that. I ain't going no higher than $20. Until you reach a certain age, you get 20.
Okay. Don't, don't pull it. Good evening, everyone. We're reconvening to our open session. Madam City Attorney.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The council met in closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54957.6 to confer with its negotiators regarding labor negotiations with AIM, CPSA, AFSCME Local 809 and 1017, as well as unclassified management. No reportable action was taken. The council did not consider item number 3. Council met in closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9 D2 or D3 and E1 because there is a significant exposure to litigation in 4 cases. However, the council only took up 2 items and no reportable action was taken. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Now we're having a report from our captain, Captain Norman of the Carson Sheriff Station. Hi, Captain. I'm wonderful.
Good evening. How's everybody? Good, good. Congratulations, everyone.
Well, thank you.
Just wanted to make a report of what's been going on here at Carson Stations for the last couple weeks. Thank you for having us, Madam Mayor. On October 30th, we had a town hall meeting with Lieutenant Ayalo at Anderson Park and had a very, robust discussion. In addition to that, on October 31st, we had a Halloween costume competition at Stephen White Middle School. On October 31st, we also had a trunk or treat at Dolores Elementary. On November 4th, we had a ROTC tour at the Carson Sheriff Station and pizza with the deputies. On November 4th, we had a AARP just here at on the Carson City Community Center. Had a really lengthy discussion with quite a few of our community members. On November 5th, we attended the Carson City Hall Council meeting. Well, actually, that's today. Wanted to also thank you for the opportunity to be here, and if you have any questions for me.
Thank you. I have a couple of requests. Do you have all of our cell numbers?
I do.
Okay. I know we normally get reports on what's happening in the city, and someone told me that the shoe warehouse had been robbed, and something else was going on in the city. And I said, I don't know anything about this. And there was, and I looked on my phone, so I think our city manager should let you know what we should be notified of because 411 and everyone gets this information before we do, and then it still has not shown up on my phone. I know we get the shootings and things like that, but I'm getting phone calls from people saying that, did you know this happened? There was a couple other instances I won't mention right now, but I think we need to be notified of these type of things as there has been a robbery. And then there was another incident where there was a dumping a truck over spill or something. I don't know if you know about that or not, Mr. City Manager. But those kind of things I don't necessarily, but I was out and I was asked, did you know that this happened? And they went up. No, I didn't. So just make sure we're kept in the loop. And all I think we'll do is say thank you for the update.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay, so get with our city manager and he can
Okay.
enlighten you on things that we should be notified about.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Mhm.
Any more comments, questions from my colleagues? Well, this is week what, Captain?
Technically, week 3.
Week 3? Yeah. Are you here 100% now?
I am. Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, Madam Mayor, thank you to Captain Norman. She was doing dual duty for those that may not know, and so we're welcome to have her officially full time now here. So she's no longer serving the sheriff as the aide. So welcome back or welcome home, Captain Norman. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Give her a hand for being full-time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Captain.
All right. Have a good evening, everyone.
Captain, also schedule the one-on-one meetings with us, okay? When you, that's one thing that I had requested. I wanted to meet with you one-on-one. I know my colleagues did also.
I will.
Thank you. Ginger is our scheduler.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Is our Assistant Chief Kane here this evening? Going once, going twice? What about our senators? Where is he?
Hide in the corner.
Oh, there you are. Senator Steve Bradford, his second home.
A great home. Good afternoon. Good evening. How's everyone?
Great.
And let me first start out by saying a resounding congratulations to both the mayor, Councilman Hicks, and Councilman Hilton for your reelection. I think the citizens of Carson spoke loud and clear on approving the work that you've done. So congratulations for being reelected.
Thank you.
And has been my tradition for the last 8 years as your senator, I'm here to provide legislative update. As you know, I represent the 35th Senate District for the next 25 days, the most diverse Senate district in the state of California, but based on population and industry. So it's truly an honor to be here. And I am serving as Vice Chair of the Legislative Block Caucus, Chair of Utilities, Energy, and Communications Committee. And as stated in the past, spent 2 years on the Reparations Task Force. And again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to provide this legislative update to the council and members of your community. Like I say, something I've been proud to do every time. And this will be my last time as your senator doing such. I want to take a moment to recognize again the mayor and the council for your tremendous leadership and outstanding partnership that you've had with my office in the 8 years that I've served as your senator. And as a state senator, I'm proud that we've worked with my colleagues in the legislature to lead the state through some of the biggest challenges, including retail theft, fentanyl, homelessness, and climate change. And by taking early action, we shrank the budget shortfall, which was about $63 billion, and delivered an on-time and balanced budget and protected the progress that California has made over the last decade. We've provided a record funding for our schools and preserved core services such as healthcare and education. And we passed a package of bills that crack down on retail theft, modestly increased penalties, and closed loopholes and strengthened law enforcement's ability to combat sideshows and street takeovers. I'm proud to have supported all of these measures, which are now law in the state of California. And we continued our work to combat the state's homelessness crisis and specifically provided $1 billion to local governments to help individuals experiencing homelessness find a path to stable and affordable housing. We bolstered the workplace protections. We enhanced paid family leave and disability benefits and funded jobs and leadership training. We also passed a historic bond to update our K through 12 and community college facilities to meet the safety and the needs of millions of students, including the largest investment in career technical education facilities. And continuing on education on our K through 12, we received funding to retain critical programs, prevent employee layoffs, and support educators in their professional development. As chair of the California Senate Committee on Utilities, Energy, and Communications, I committed and I worked to ensure that our power continues to remain safe, reliable, and affordable as we make this transition to a cleaner economy. The Senate advanced a legislation to streamline environmental reviews for critical energy projects and fortify our electrical grid, something that we just helped with Cal State Dominguez Hills as well with that upgrade. This year, I introduced 15 measures, 9 of which were signed into law, and I'll just quickly go through those, starting with SB 1075, Consumer Protection for Overdraft Fees. This requires notification to be sent to credit union members, I should say, on the same business day every time an overdraft fee is charged, and place a cap on how much that overdraft fee can be. We've known individuals who just hit a $2 overdraft and be charged as much as a $32 fee. The fee is now capped at $14 or whatever is, or lower, whatever the federal government is also looking at this right now. So if their fee is lower than that, but it will not exceed $14. SB 1059 was a cannabis tax. It prohibits local jurisdiction from including the state's excise tax or sales and use tax in their definition of gross receipts for the purpose of local taxes. This has caused almost a 47% increase in cannabis products here in the state of California, so it's making it more fair and equitable. Also, cannabis licensing, SB 1109, requires the Department of Cannabis Control to collect and report demographic information for every person with a financial interest in an application for licensure, ensuring that California's cannabis market is as diverse as its population. Regardless of where you stand, we should want to make sure that our women-owned, minority-owned, and veteran-owned businesses have a seat at the table. Currently, this industry, which is only 8 years in existence, is 85% white male dominated. Also, the governor signed SB 1348, creating the designation of Black Serving Institution for higher learning for our community colleges, our universities, and our CSUs. It's the first designation in the nation, despite having Hispanic serving institutions, Asian American institutions, and Native American institutions. We've never had that designation for community colleges in our universities. And it's for any college can apply for this designation if you have a student body population of at least 10% African American or at least 1,500 students. And also SB 1130, expanding enrollment in our Family Electric Rate Assistance Program, and it requires the state's 3 largest investor-owned utilities to report their effort to enroll customers in the FARA program. This will help those families most in need in reducing their electrical costs. This program is grossly under-enrolled, so we just want to expand the number of individuals who can be able to take advantage of this. SB 1177, enhancing utility supplier diversity, also dealing with women-owned, minority-owned, and veteran-owned businesses, making sure that they have opportunity to contract with our investor-owned utilities. This is something that the late Gwen Moore implemented 40 years ago in the legislature by creating General Order 156, which requires our utilities to contract with those businesses. When she introduced this legislation 40 years ago, our utilities were doing less than $500,000 a year with minority-owned businesses. Today, they will spend close to $19 billion. Though the expanded has increased, the pool of businesses that are doing business with hasn't increased. So we want to make sure that number increases, that we have more women-owned, veteran-owned, and minority-owned businesses. And last but, 2 more. 1371, biometric identification for alcohol purchases. This is something that was requested by the new Intuit Dome to make it easier to detect someone using a fake ID. So with the biometric technology. It's going to provide confirmation of the age of a customer. So we'll make sure that underage individuals are not purchasing alcohol. And last but not least, SB 924, credit reporting for low-income households. This is a measure I passed, authored 3 years ago. It was SB 1157, which allowed landlords and renters to voluntarily report their payments to a credit credit reporting industry. We know individuals who have rented for decades and have nothing to show for it. In the 4 years now that this bill has been implemented, hundreds, if not thousands, of Californians now have a credit rating of 700 or above, and many of those renters have now become owners. So this law was due to sunset in January of 2025. It is now permanent in the state of California. And again, it's voluntary for renters and landlords, but it has changed individuals' lives tremendously. And as you know, as I served 2 years on the reparations task force, I introduced 5 pieces of reparations legislation this year. Unfortunately, none were signed by the governor, but I'll just quickly go over them. We authored 1403, which would have created the California American Freedmen Affairs Agency, which would have been the infrastructure for implementing reparations, regardless of what it looks like. Unfortunately, on the last week's session, we couldn't get it off the assembly floor. 1331, which would have created a reparations and restorative justice fund using philanthropic money and federal grants to fund reparations. And 1050, similar to what I did with Bruce's Beach 3 years ago, returning property from individuals who had it racially motivatedly taken through eminent domain. So that did, I should say, get to the governor's desk. Unfortunately, he vetoed it the last day of last month before we concluded. So anyway, there's still much work to be done in that space. I have no doubt that the Legislative Black Caucus will continue in the vein of making sure that we have substantive reparations bills that really will address the ongoing harm and the perpetuation of slavery and its enduring legacy here in the state of California and across the nation. And I'm excited about the work that will be continued. And I'll just close with my district event. As you know, I do an annual turkey giveaway for those needy families in the 35th Senate District. It will be on November 22nd at El Camino College. We've done it here in Carson over the years. It will be at El Camino College. It will start at 10 a.m. So if any of your residents are in need of a turkey and other supplements that go along with it, we ask them to join us at El Camino College. And lastly, I want to take this moment again to thank this council and say how deeply honored it has been to represent you as your senator for the last 8 years. And as I prepare to wrap up my term, the 1st of December, as your state legislator, I wanted to reflect on my immense gratitude and trust and partnership that we have built together over the years. Serving this community has truly been one of the greatest honors I've had in my career, and I will end there. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them at this time.
Thank you, Senator. First, let me say thank you for being the senator that you have been for us for the past 8 years. We just recently did a groundbreaking ceremony at Carriage Crest Park, and you were instrumental in working with our assemblyman and getting those additional funds that we needed. And I want to say thank you very much. And I also know what you've done for Cal State University Dominguez Hills. And that is our university here in the great city of Carson. And if you go on the campus right now, you see all of these wonderful buildings and things that are going on. And tell us some of the dollars that you've received that you were able to get for our university. People need to know that.
Not bragging, but $65 million for Cal State Dominguez Hills.
Okay.
And an additional ongoing $1 million funding for the Daimler Institution. Ongoing.
Million. Yeah. Well, we should have received some ongoing funding also.
But we just reopened the 91 freeway that helps Carson
yes,
as well.
We got
Thank
you for that.
$12 million to do that.
Yeah.
A project that took 4 years in the making when it was done in 8 days down in LA.
Absolutely.
So Anyway.
But it's our university, and I just want to say thank you because there's some wonderful things going on at that university, and we here in the city of Carson have a wonderful relationship with the university now. The town and gown, the small business, we have so many things that we partner with them on, and I just want to thank you for that. How many million?
65.
65
counting.
million and counting. So I appreciate that. But you've represented us well. And I always say this is your second home because our senator comes to, if we have 20 events, he's at 19 to say, job well done and come out and show his support. So I appreciate the work that you've done. You're successful, have some big shoes to fill. I will be knocking on her door frequently and telling her what you've done, and she's going to have to double that.
Amen.
Okay. So, my colleagues, we'd like to take a photo with you.
Oh, thank you.
And I know you're going on to bigger and better things. Council MPT?
Just want to say congratulations. I know this is not the end of the road for you, but you've done incredible work. Thank you for not being an empty suit in Sacramento, but bringing quality and legislative stuff for your community. The Ebony Alert, stuff that highlights our community. While they have the Amber Alert for kids who go missing of different communities, you highlighted the Ebony Alert for kids who go missing in our community and who don't get the response that everyone else gets. So I applaud you on every level that you've ever served on. Senator, you have never been an empty suit, and I appreciate that. And we're incredibly grateful as the city of Carson, incredibly grateful to call you my friend. Even though you're Sigma, I'm still incredibly grateful to call you my friend. Thank you, brother.
We all can't be Sigmas, you know. Understand?
We don't want to be.
Yes, you do.
Councilman Hicks.
Oh, you see, you guys.
Yeah, they behind you.
I'll come in numbers, okay? All right.
Okay.
We the only brother-sister organization, all right?
Well, Senator Bradford, we go way back. I won't say how far back because I'm sure how old we
had
are.
hair.
You did have hair back then. You did. But I just want to say thank you for your years of service and what you've done with your district has been remarkable, and you've always been there when things are needed. You know how to make things happen, and understanding that it wasn't an easy task, and you do it without any sweat. You come in your chucks and make it happen with your chucks on. But one thing that really sticks into my mind when you do the men's summit at Carson Dominguez Hills and bringing some type of knowledge to our young men in this area to know that they can achieve and that just need a helping hand at some time, and that bringing that to this region is very important. And I hope that we can continue that, even though that you're not on as a senator, but continue that legacy here in the city of Carson. And again, what you've done at Carson Dominguez Hills is outstanding. And being also a fellow Toro, it's always proud to know that we do have our alum program that's doing something that making the city as well as the university a place that people want to come in and learn and live. So again, thank you. And I know it's not the end. I don't want to say too much. I'll be at the party on the 8th. So when you leave out of here, you get the rest of the information as I'm going to say later on.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Councilman Deere.
Yeah, Steve, I want to also concur with my colleagues. You've done a great job as a state senator. And of course, you and I go maybe further back than anyone else on this dais. And I just have seen you grow and excel. And I particularly admire your work on the reparations issue. You were one of the leaders in that commission. And bringing forth really logical issues that make a lot of sense. So I know that this is a legislative discussion right now, not political, but I do look forward to you doing bigger and better things in the state of California.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I love being last because everyone says all the great things. But thank you and congratulations. And yes, we are looking forward to you doing even bigger and better things. And no, you're not just an empty suit. You're a very well-dressed man, gentleman in a great suit. So thank you for all that you have done for the city of Carson.
Thank you very much. And again, it's been a pleasure working with each and every one of you. Thank you.
We'll be at the party.
All right.
Okay. stay there. Where's that? We're gonna do a photo with the senator.
Do a photo. Wow.
And then after that, we're
Comb my
gonna.
hair.
Then after that, we'll stay down to my colleagues to do the presentations. Okay?
For them to come on down. While they come down. Yeah, we do it real quick, while the council's making the way.
What I'm saying is.
Thank you, thank you. Now, we have proclamations. We said one or two? A bunch? Recognizing our small businesses, and want to let you know how important you are in the city of Carson. November 30th is Small Business Saturday, so we wanted to make sure that our businesses knew how much we cared about them, and we want to make sure you know that we appreciate you, because you are the lifeline of this city. And we're recognizing two this evening. One is Soul Bob, new business. Come on down. Come on.
I know.
But we want to see you. Okay. She'll record for you.
She likes to go live all the time.
Here. In the middle. Come on in here in the middle. Yes. I'm so excited. How long have you been here? Less than 11 months. She's been in the city 11 months. Is that not awesome? Anniversary. Whereas small businesses are the backbone of our economy, creating jobs, fostering innovation, and enhancing our community's unique character, and whereas these enterprises contribute significantly to local economies, keeping dollars circulating within our neighborhoods and providing essential goods and services, and whereas Small Business Saturday is a day dedicated to celebrating and supporting the local businesses that make our communities vibrant and diverse. And whereas by shopping small business, we can encourage entrepreneurship, promote community spirit, and help our local economy thrive. Whereas we recognize the hard work and dedication of small business owners and their employees who contribute to the economic well-being of our city. Now, therefore, the mayor and the city council of Carson, California, do hereby proclaim November 30th, 2024 as Small Business Saturday in the city of Carson, and encourage all residents to shop at our local businesses, explore our unique offerings, and support the entrepreneurs who bring creativity and character to our community. Let us celebrate the spirit of entrepreneurship and the importance of local businesses by making a conscious effort to shop small business this holiday season. It's dated today, the 6th of November. So the 6th of November, you guys have all the way up until the 30th to shop. Okay? Couple of weeks. Signed by your Mayor Lula Davis Holmes, our Mayor Pro Tem, the Doctor, the Bishop Jawan Hilton, Cedric Hicks, Councilman Deere, and our Arlene Rojas, and it's attested to by our City Clerk, Danisha Gauze. Oh, Lord.
Dr. Khalil Bradshaw.
Didn't read it. I just wanted to make sure they were listening. You know, sometimes they go to sleep on me. As soon as it fell off my lips. Thank you, Dr. Khalil Bradshaw. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Mayor, and congratulations for the reelection. We've been here for 11 months. It's been a complete joy. We love the city of Carson. We love all of you guys. Thank you always for supporting us from the day one of the ribbon cutting ceremony till today. And to celebrate us like this, it's been a journey. It's been a hard one, but we're still here, and we're so grateful to be here, and we hope to be here for a very long time. So everybody, please come to Solbop. We're in the Walmart Center, Avalon, and Del Amo. We have amazing Korean food, and we're here to serve the Carson community.
And it's delicious.
That's great.
It is good. It is
The
good.
food is delicious, okay? The service is great. Mama's in their kitchen doing her thing. It's a family affair. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to get a picture.
Our next small business is, what is that? Family Medicine Clinic. Dr. Padre,
Family Medical Clinic.
Family Medical Clinic is with us. Are you here?
Yeah, they
All right. Thank you. In 2021, they acquired the medical practice. Thank you. Thank you. How are you? Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Has established his roots here in Carson as a general physician for about 40 years. Is that true?
No, we took over our uncle's practice, who has been in this community for 40 years, and we took over in 2021.
Oh, Dr. Emilio, okay.
That's right.
It's a family affair.
It's Padre Family Medicine.
Padre and Padre Guzan
Yes.
enjoy getting to know about Carson through the stories that their patients who speak so fondly about their history and memories of the city. Currently, the Padre Family Medical Clinic is located on the corner of Main and Sepulveda, but these doctors have recently acquired a building that they purchased, I must say. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes, it is. That's what they told me. At 234 East Carson Street near Carson and Dolores, with the hopes of expanding their walls in order to meet the needs of our community. Their new office is expected to open in late 2025, and they are excited to continue the tradition of their family, which is one of honoring God and services of all through healthcare. Thank you, doctors, for coming out and for all that you do. This is a family affair.
It is.
Thank you. And it reads the same as the last one because it's small business, and November 30th is Small Business Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you gotta take a picture. Who's gonna say something? Who's gonna say something? Who's gonna say something?
Wait.
Oh, she said so.
Thank you so much for this, tremendous honor. We are so grateful and very proud to be a part of the community. We serve so many people in the community that are our patients. And as the mayor mentioned, we love hearing stories about the city through, our patients who have lived here for a very long time. We grew up with an uncle who served the community for 40 years. We volunteered in his clinic before we both became doctors. This is my brother. And so we, as a family, hope to continue to serve the families of Carson and just keep the community healthy and thriving. So thank you for having us here today. And we'll be moving. So right now we're at Main and Sepulveda by Home Depot, across from Starbucks. But late next year, we did purchase the building across from the big car wash, just down the street on Carson and Dolores. So we hope to see you guys there, maybe as patients or maybe just for a friendly hello. So thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Oh, this is yours. Oh,
Whose is this? Kiana Kidd, Collab Studios. Come on down, sweetie.
Collab. The treasure not coming down. The treasure not coming down. Oh, okay.
this is for Collab Studio and Creative Space. If you know anything about Kiana, Mrs. Kidd, she opens up her studio for all of community events. She just recently did a business pitch with Chase Bank. She tries everything to help small businesses here in Carson. So we want to present this to you on behalf of the 98,000 residents. It says Collab Dance Studio and Creative Space in recognition of your outstanding contributions to the vitality and economic growth of the city of Carson. Your dedication to providing exceptional service has not only supported the needs of our community, but also have contributed to the continued prosperity and development of our local economy. We extend our deepest appreciation and congratulations for your continued success and your valuable contributions to our community. Signed this day by our Mayor, Lula Davis Holmes, Councilmember Cedric Hicks, Councilmember Jim Deere, Councilmember Arlene Rojas, and yours truly, Mayor Pro Tem of the mighty District 1, where you're located, Jawan Hilton. Let's give it up for Mrs. Kidd here. You have something to say before we take our picture? Or you want to let's take our picture first and you can say a small speech, like 1 minute.
At Collab Dance Studio, our motto is building community through collaboration. And ever since I graduated, two-time alma mater for Cal State Dominguez, I knew this was a community that I wanted to be a part of and build my business in and grow in. And I'm so thankful to be celebrating 3 years here in the city. And now with the launch of our nonprofit partner, Collab CDC, we'll be able to make a greater impact for not only the residents, but the small businesses and an economy here in Carson. So I look forward to the continued support of our elected officials. You guys have been amazing throughout our entire journey, and I'm so thankful for everything you've done for Collab.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. She kept it brief. Thank you so much.
Young women, I love it. Who's next? The UPS store, Anthony and Richard Vasquez. Richard.
Richard.
Come on down, Richard. Yes, Richard. Stay right there.
Right here?
Yeah, of course.
Well, Richard, I told you when I went to your ribbon cutting ceremony, you had your first store. And I said, I know you're going to expand. I think you're up to 3, and you're working on number 4. That's the last conversation. Okay, number 4. So if you need anything, UPS, need to mail stuff off, need something copied, notarized, I've done everything with you. So he provides all those services for you over at his store. here in the city of Carson, right next to Ralph's. In recognition of your outstanding contributions to the vitality and economic growth of the city of Carson, your dedication in providing the exceptional services has not only supported the needs of our community, but also contributed to the continued prosperity and development for all of our local economy. We're extending our deepest appreciation and congratulations on your continued success and valuable contributions to our community dated today, November the 6th, and assigned by the entire City Council. But again, Richard, when I first met you, you had just retired from your real job, as you said, at that time, and you took a risk on opening up this UPS store right during the pandemic. I said, there's no other UPS store close by except in another city. You're gonna do great. So here we are, 3 stores in, with number 4 coming on board.
Well, I want to say thanks a lot for the city of Carson. The city of Carson has embraced my business, and I appreciate that. It was 8 years ago that I opened up the business. 8 years ago, yes. And the 2 locations here in Carson, one in Albertoni Street and one here in Carson Street, but I feel like the city of Carson is the best to be at, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be recognized here in front of the city and in front of everybody. So thank you very much.
What happened to Anthony? You kept at the store?
Anthony's trying to get his MBA.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Councilman Hicks, recognizing November's National Prematurity Awareness Month.
Where my Zetas at? We're in the house. The Zetas in the house. Good to see you guys. Last time we were doing this, we were out by the marquee, remember? Yes, we were. Come on down, ladies. Come on down.
Come on, over here. To my right, to my right, to my right, to my right.
We're making homage to National Premature Awareness Month because one of the key components, along with myself, along with Mayor Pro Tem, we both have had children who are premature. My youngest daughter was born premature. She weighed 2 pounds, 2 ounces at birth, and that she was the actual size of my hand. I have a picture of her actually sitting in the palm of my hand, 2 pounds, 2 ounces. She's now 23 years old. She's a graduate of Cal State University, Dominguez Hills. She also went back to school and got her certification as a surgical registered dental assistant. And she's continued to work and prosperous and do things. And now she may be going to go to cosmetology to do hair. She's just doing, she still can't find this niche, but she wants to do something. But I want to say to all of you young ladies, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this as we do this every year. And whereas the birth is a significant health issue affecting millions of families worldwide, and approximately 1 in 10 babies born prematurely each year. Whereas premature birth is the leading cause of death in children under 5 years old, and those who survive often face a lifetime of health challenges and developmental delays. Whereas raising awareness about the causes, treatment, and prevention of premature birth is crucial for the health and well-being of families and communities. Whereas medical professionals, researchers, and advocacy organizations tirelessly work to improve outcomes for premature babies through innovative research, treatment advancement, and supportive services. And whereas supporting families affected by premature babies and providing them with a resource and education they need is vital to ensure that the best possible start for every baby. Whereas during National Premature Awareness Month, we honor the strengths and resilience of families affected by premature birth, and we affirm our commitment to reducing the incidence of premature birth through education, research, and support. Now, therefore, the mayor and the City of Carson City Council, California, do hereby proclaim the month of November as National Prematurity Awareness Month here in the City of Carson, and encourage all citizens to participate in activities and initiatives that support the premature babies and their families, and to work together to reduce the rates of premature babies and improve outcomes for our smallest and most vulnerable citizens. Dated today, the 6th day of November, 2024, signed by the entire City Council and attested by our City Clerk. Who's going to speak? You? Okay.
I have to hold it too. Okay. Well, first of all, let me thank Councilman Hicks for his nomination of our program. To the mayor, congratulations on the re-election. To the rest of the council, thank you so very much. Thank you for reading all of the information about us. I want everyone to know that this is a program that is international. It's not just here in Carson, but it is all around the world. The chapter here is called Lambda Pi Zeta, and they're very active in the Carson community. And the Los Angeles chapter works with the March of Dimes, along with Lambda Pi Zeta, in ensuring that we provide education to our young mothers. We help them with their premature babies. We make sure that they get all the attention and love that can possibly be given. And we thank you for this prestigious honor. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Come over in the middle.
Oh, your certificate. You don't want this certificate?
I want the boots.
She'll make it work.
Next, we have from Councilman Mayor Pro Tem Hilton. Thank you, guys, ladies.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Proclamation recognized November as Diabetes Awareness Month. MPT.
We have Eric Askew, who's coming to receive this proclamation. He's the treasurer for Collab Studios and their CDC. He got the money. We'll let you hold that. This is a proclamation recognizing November as Diabetes Awareness Month. Whereas diabetes is a significant public health concern that affects millions of individuals across our nation, and whereas November is recognized as Diabetes Awareness Month, dedicated to raising awareness about diabetes prevention management and the importance of healthy lifestyles. And whereas the prevalence of diabetes continue to rise, making it essential to promote education, resources to help individuals understand risk factors, symptoms, and treatment options. And whereas many people with diabetes face challenges that can lead to serious health complications, emphasizing the need for early detection and ongoing support. And whereas community engagement and awareness initiatives can empower individuals to take charge of their health, fostering healthy communities and improved quality of life. And whereas the City of Carson support local organizations, health professionals, and community leaders in their effort to educate, provide public resources for those affected by diabetes. Now, therefore, the Mayor and the City Council of Carson, California, do hereby declare November as Diabetes Awareness Month, encouraging all citizens to participate in activities that promote understanding, prevention, and management of diabetes. The City of Carson affirms our commitment to raising awareness and combating diabetes through this month and beyond. Dated this 6th day of November 2024, signed by all of us. When I was growing up, they called it sugar. So make sure you get your sugar check, all right? We'll let Eric say something, then we'll take a picture.
I just want to say that I've been a diabetic for over 20 years, from type 1 to type 2. You have to get out, exercise, monitor your sugars, ensure that you stay healthy as far as wounds and things of that nature, because there are other complications that come along with diabetes. But you can live a healthy, full, and exciting life. And I am also a Sigma man.
Okay.
They in here tonight.
I see. What's going on? This sounds like a planned event. What's going on up in here? Thank you. On recognizing the City of Carson as being nominated as a 2024 finalist for the most friendly business. Reed, is that you? Saeed?
They're there.
They're there right now as we're speaking. We are nominated again to be recognized as a finalist in the most business-friendly, one of the most business-friendly cities. Now, this is our third time being nominated. Okay. Well, we nominated.
We gotta get it.
So text him and find out where we are. This is expensive. Saeed is there right now. They couldn't be with us tonight, but let's keep our fingers crossed because we've been nominated for the last 3 years, and we always the brides. Yeah, that's good too. Out of all the cities, that's an excellent. But we want to be the winner because we've done some major improvements in trying to get that award. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I said text us when they get close. Rita, is this you? Rita will give us the City of Carson for receiving the Institute for Local Government's 2024 Beacon Platinum Vanguard Award. That's the highest award you can get. So, yeah, we doing things here in the City of Carson, okay? We love it. So we're gonna go up on the dais and see a brief presentation. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I believe there's going to be a video presentation, and then Rita will provide a little backdrop in summary in regards to the video that will play. Once you all get settled on the dais.
Okay, thank you, Mr. City Manager. I'll say some comments while the folks in the back get the video up and running. So the Institute for Local Government supports and promotes the work of California cities. They are a Cal Cities training and education affiliate, and they help cities navigate complex issues related to leadership, public engagement, workforce development, and the environment. Their Beacon program recognizes and celebrates the work of local governments to address climate change and improve their communities' resilience, health, and quality of life. The Beacon Spotlight Award honors cities for achievements in 5 categories: energy savings, natural gas savings, community greenhouse gas emissions, agency greenhouse gas emissions, and sustainability best practices. Cities that receive an award in all 5 categories and complete the Climate Action Plan can qualify for the next level accolade. The Beacon Vanguard Award is the highest honor a city can achieve in the Beacon program. This year, the ILG honored 4 California cities with Beacon Vanguard Award, and the city actually received the Platinum level Beacon Vanguard Award for its continued efforts to reduce energy usage and improve resiliency at the city and community levels. So with that, we have a little video from the Cal Cities, the League of California Cities conference that was held earlier last month.
So we're really, really excited to feature you as our Platinum Vanguard Award winner this year. It's been great to work with Rita. We so appreciate your collaboration. We're really looking forward to working with you more to the program.
Thank you.
The Beacon Spotlight Awards honors cities for their achievements in at least one of 5 award categories. The City of Carson is receiving a Platinum level award for its efforts to reduce energy usage and improve resiliency, including replacing gas water heaters and installing solar panels at city facilities.
For our awards, I take it, we have this one, City of Carson Vanguard Platinum Award, which is great. What are these little plaques for? Same thing, the platinum level. So thank you, Rita, and all the staff. Platinum is a great honor. Thank you. Next, we have oral communications for matters listed on the agenda. Madam City Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I have 2 cards. One is for agenda item 21, And then the other is a non-agenda comment from Kim Cartado.
Item number 21.
Good evening,
How are you?
Mr. Evan.
Adipo. Yeah.
Okay, you'll have 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here at the City Council meeting. Congrats on your reelection as well.
Thank you.
My name is Evan Adipo. I'm a part of Google Public Sector. I'm not a lobbyist, but I'm here to kind of highlight some of the work we've done with the City of Carson this year. At Google Public Sector, what we do, we're a division of Google that aims to enable cities and counties and public sector entities to have innovative, equitable, and accessible solutions for their citizens. So under the leadership of Gary from earlier this year, we've been talking about a lot of different initiatives from a technology perspective with the city. And we've even hosted a lot of individuals that are here. It's nice to see you all again at the Google office in Playa Vista, and to show some of the things we've done with other cities, as well as, here, Gary and some other individuals here at the city, what they'd like to see here. Essentially what we do is we bring government services to the 21st century. And it's been a pleasure, I think, not only Gary, but everybody else, really great visionary people, but on top of that, really good people at the end of the day as well. And as part of item 21, some of the things we're looking to work on is in conjunction with the city's website relaunch. So have some, can I go into specifics? Okay, so a part of that on the website, there'll be a chatbot to kind of alleviate calls that are coming in. Very high ease of use, but also have language accessibility there for people whose English is not their first language, as well as some improvements to document processing and document management within the city as well. And I just want to say it's been a pleasure working with you all year. I work with tons of cities, and Carson, even sitting here, it's a great place. I'm looking forward to working with you in the future, and thank you for having me here tonight.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you. Kim, is it's only one non-agendized?
That's correct, Madam Mayor.
Kim, come on, Kim. Kim.
Yes.
Yes, you.
She thought she'd be at the end.
No, we want to.
She can get home early this time.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kim. The usual 3 minutes.
Thank you. Good evening, Council, Madam Mayor. Congratulations on everybody in the election yesterday. Just 3 events coming up. We have November 11th. We have Veterans Day from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Veterans Park. Winterfest will be on Friday, December 6th from 4:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Veterans Park as well. Free event for all. We will have activities for the kids. Always a great event that the city puts on. Also on December 5th at 6 p.m., we have the annual tree lighting at the community center or Carson Event Center. Holidays are coming up, so we do kind of slow down a little bit towards the end of the year. So hopefully I can come back next meeting and that I don't have a meeting. But switching hats, on behalf of the Y, as always, we want to thank you as the city partners with the YMCA to bring senior nutrition to the seniors of Carson. My numbers have increased a lot in the last couple months. Especially yesterday, I had 10 new people because of the election voting going on in the next room. So a lot of more seniors are coming out and seeing the services that the city provides when they come in for lunch. I also take them out, show them the flyers for all the programming that the city does for the residents of Carson. It's a great city to live in, and I love being here. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Kim. Next is approval of the minutes, items 14 and 15.
Second.
Moved and properly second. Any discussion?
Just a moment while I add that. May I get the repeat of the motion?
Approval of the minutes.
Second.
Thank you.
Did everyone vote?
Yes, it is unanimous, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Next is our consent calendar items 16 through 25.
Move the consent calendar, Madam Mayor.
Would anyone, it's been moved and properly second. Would anyone like to pull an item?
Item number 21.
Item number 21. Yeah, we just talked about that. Oh, okay. It's been proved to.
You know what I'm asking.
It's been moved to approve the consent calendar with the exception of item number 21.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Our Director of Information.
Let me
and
vote on this and then
Oh,
we'll go
sorry.
back to it. It's been moved and properly second, so please cast your vote. You have that, Madam Clerk?
I do. I'm just waiting on
Oh,
Everybody to vote.
the motion carries. It's unanimous.
thank you. Item number 21, Mr. City Manager. Or
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This item will be given a brief presentation by our Director of Information and Technology, Mr. Gary Carter.
Thank you, City Manager Roberts, Madam Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council. You'd like a quick update on the website project?
You know exactly what I was asking. That was
exactly.
it.
So, yeah, happy to report that we do have a design in place. The same time that we're working on the front end design, we are integrating several software platforms for 24/7 civic portal. The chatbot being a part of it, it was something that both you and Mayor Pro Tem requested during our meetings, our website engagement meetings. In addition, it was something that was asked by several, a high percentage of the residents that attended our website engagement meetings as well. So it's important in addition to the language translation aspect. So we've opted to delay the launch until then as well. We're working to integrate the new city logo designs within the website launch, but we are prepared to move forward if need be. We also, we were anticipating a launch of just the homepage, but it was too close to the election, so we delayed it. So, but we're happy that happened, so that now we can have both the chatbot, the new city logo, and coordinate that. But so there's several factors here but we are. If you're looking at a ETA for project, we're looking at probably like a January launch.
First of the year?
As long as the other components. But yes, I can tell you that Google chatbot and the design's ready to go if need be.
It's just one of the requests that I've been asking for because
I know
our website is horrible and was not user friendly, and I get a lot of complaints behind it. And people want to know activities that's going on in our community. They really can't find it. They don't know how to look for it because it's too arduous. So when I saw this, I said, okay, I'm pulling this item just so to get the information to the community. We are working on this website. We are getting this website where it's user friendly.
Yes.
And making sure that all of us on the dais as districts, that they can actually know, I don't know if that part is part of it. I didn't see that they know that they're in a district and where they live at is in either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Because again, even during this last election, as of yesterday, many people still did not know that they were in a district, or they didn't know that there were districts in our community. So individuals saying, well, I thought I can vote for you. No, you can't vote for me. Where do you live at? Well, they're on the east side of the city, on the west side. And I said, well, you can't vote for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just glad that we're able to put this together and that make this user-friendly for our residents. And with that being said, I move approval of staff's recommendations.
moved and properly second. Yes.
Okay. The vote is unanimous. The motion carries.
Thank you.
Also, Madam Mayor, if it's okay, item 15 was skipped. We approved the current minutes, which was item 14. but there's a backlog item. Item 15 is the backlog of minutes.
I'll make the motion, Madam Mayor, for approval of item 15 as requested by the city clerk.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second to approve item number 15.
Okay, the motion carries. It's
Thank you.
unanimous. Thank you very much.
Item number 26 is a special order. Madam City, we're going to open the public hearing. Madam Clerk, was this properly posted?
It's not a true public hearing.
It's not?
They listed it as a public hearing, but is it a public hearing? Okay.
I don't know.
Well, actually, go ahead and open it up. I think it's better to open it up. No harm in getting public comment.
Okay. Was it properly, was
Madam
it
Mayor,
posted?
the city clerk can answer the city attorney's question.
Yes, it's listed as a public hearing. It didn't come with the usual sheet, which is the green paper, but the property owner, KB Home, Greater Los Angeles, submitted the unanimous approval consent letter to the city of Carson requesting for the annexation into the city of Carson Community Facilities District, number 2018-01. So there are no noticing nor publication requirements for this in accordance with the Brown Act. So we're good.
We're good.
But that's what I'm supposed to read legally.
Legally, okay. So is there anyone wanting to speak on it? Any public comment? Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any discussion from my colleagues? Well, could someone make a
Madam
motion?
Mayor, I'll make the motion to waive further reading and adopt resolution number 42-102. A resolution of the City Council of the City of Carson acting in its capacity as a legislative body of the City of Carson Community Facilities District number 2018-01, which is maintenance and services, approving annexation number 18, KB Homes, formerly Cambria Court, for property located at 427 East 220th Street within the future annexation area, and receive and file the unanimous approval consent letter from KB Home, Greater Los Angeles Incorporated.
Second.
Been moved and properly second. Is there any discussion? From hearing none? Cast your vote.
Okay, Madam Mayor, the motion carries. It's unanimous.
Item number 27, discussion is consider introduction. Oh, Mr. City Manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Item 27 is to consider the introduction and first reading by title only of ordinance number 24-2413, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Carson, California, amending section 6340, limited exemptions, of Part 2, licenses, provisions governing of Chapter 3, business, professions, and trades, of Article 6, taxes and licenses of the Carson Municipal Code to add a veterans license exemption consistent with state law for City Council's discussion. And we're recommending that they waive the first reading of the ordinance entitled an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Carson, California, and then amend this section 6340 for limited exemptions of Part 2 for your discussion.
Thank you. Any discussion on this item? Councilman Deere.
I will move the waive. Microphone. I will move the waive further reading and introduce it for first reading by title only, ordinance number 24-2413, entitled An Ordinance of the City Council of the City of Carson, California, amending section 6340, limited exemptions of Part 2, licenses, provisions governing of Chapter 3, business, professions, and trade, of Article 6, taxes and licenses of the Carson Municipal Code to add a veterans license exemption consistent with California state law.
Second.
Been moved and properly second. Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your vote.
The vote is unanimous, Madam Mayor. The motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 28 is a public hearing.
Madam Mayor, this is also another one that's not really a public hearing.
It's not.
But, so we've noticed that at a public hearing, just in case the property owner or anybody else wants to be heard on it. However, under law, it doesn't have to be a public hearing. It's a discussion item. So I ask that you open public hearing and see if there's anyone that wants to be heard on it.
We're going to open a public hearing. Is anyone wishing to speak on it? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. Discussion from staff.
Madam Mayor, yes, I believe our city attorney, in lieu of our community development director, who's out at the Eddie Awards, is going to, which we're still waiting to hear at any moment now, kind of give us a brief update and summary of this particular action that's being brought for your discussion.
Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Mayor and members of the council, there's a public hearing for you to consider adopting an interim urgency, implementing a moratorium on acceptance, processing, or consideration of any application and approval and issuance permits to entitle for any commercial, industrial development, or subsequent use of the current oil refinery sites within the city of Carson. There are, as the council is aware, there are multiple oil and petroleum refineries and related and supporting facilities or uses located in the city of Carson that are currently in operation, including but not limited to Phillips 66 crude oil processing, which comprises of 227 acres of land at 1520 East Sepulveda Boulevard, which serves as the front end of Phillips 66 Los Angeles Refinery and is connected via pipelines with a back-end refinery facility located 5 miles away in Wilmington district of the city of Los Angeles. And 2, the Tesoro Petroleum Refinery, located at approximately 730 acres of land at 2350 East 223rd Street and or 1801 East Sepulveda Boulevard in the city of Carson, which is also integrated with the Tesoro Los Angeles Refinery Wilmington operation, located at 2100 East Pacific Coast Highway. The current oil and petroleum refineries and oil petroleum uses, supporting uses and facilities in the city of Carson are located in and throughout, but not necessarily on each and every parcel in the area of the city that's south of 223rd Street and east of Wilmington Avenue. The properties on which these facilities or uses are located are collectively referred to herein as the refinery sites in the staff report before you. The listed approximate acreage figures for the references contained in the city's staff report and the city's general plan community character and design element, and the listed street addresses are on information found on via Google Map. The reason I clarify that is because as staff began to research to see where your sites, their sites start, where they end, we didn't even have the basic information to assess the boundaries of these refineries, what parts of their properties are in use for the refinery, what parts are for other uses, and it's almost impossible to study this without gaining this information. From time to time, oil refineries do cease operation, but it's a very rare event. The city experienced that in 1992 when Shell property ceased its operation. More recently, on October 16, 2024, Phillips 66 has publicly announced that it will cease operations at its Los Angeles refinery in fourth quarter of 2025. As I indicated, their site in Carson is about 227 acres, but combined with the LA site, it's around 600 acres. Cities considering to study within a reasonable time our general plan, our specific plans, or zoning proposals to adopt new or maybe amend our land use and zoning regulations that would be applicable to the redevelopment and subsequent use of refinery sites following an oil or petroleum refinery stopping its oil and petroleum refinery related uses and supporting operations. This is so you can ensure this is an unprecedented type of event in the history of the city. Currently, the property is zoned heavy industrial. It is concerning that the developer or the property owner would be able to, well, let me back up. It's not proper to allow development of this site without proper study of your land use element, of your zoning, and assessing what are the best land uses that are in the best interest of that area, and also to assess the environmental issues. When we deal with impacts of oil refineries, there's spills and leaks, accidental spills of crude oil and refined products can occur and do occur during transportation, storage, processing. There is wastewater discharge often. Refineries generate wastewater, contaminate harmful chemicals if not properly treated before a site is redeveloped. This water can seep into ground and be released into surface water. There's air emission issues with unwinding a refinery use and developing it if it's not properly remediated before development. And again, there is groundwater infiltration issues because contaminants from disturbing the soil and developing a site into a new use can infiltrate and migrate from surface spills and leaks into the groundwater. Those are just some examples. The city's general plan promotes adaptive reuses and environmental remediation of brown sites. So if there is going to be a redevelopment of a heavy industrial or refinery site and without any remedial work or without studying all these issues I just identify, you would be in violation of your general plan. There's also requirements under your general plan to ensure any new development would provide adequate buffers and transitions between industrial and residential land uses as sites are developed or redeveloped. You also have prioritized looking at ensuring that future industrial development is in harmony to the extent possible with adjacent residential uses. You need to establish performance and development standards to allow a wide range of uses as long as those uses will not adversely impact adjacent uses. Your staff report sets forth a lot of your general plan goals and objectives that are in violation. Another one is your general plan goal to seek and improve citywide health outcomes and reduce disparities between census tracts by focusing on prevention and intervention and by addressing the root causes of health disparities and equities in Carson. So the moratorium is designed to grant the city additional time for staff to study these issues, to draft policies, and ensure that future development of these sites address air quality, associated respiratory illnesses, address environmental justice issues, and that the land uses all together make sense. So the proposed moratorium would become effective after adoption. Because it is an urgency ordinance, you do need a 4/5 vote tonight. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Dr. Hilton.
Madam Mayor, thank you. Madam City Attorney, I just wanted to be clear. This is strictly for the refineries. This doesn't affect our local industrial partners or anything like that.
Absolutely not. This is only designed to allow the city to study any oil refinery that ceases its operations and might be redeveloping their site. It does not impact any other businesses, properties within the city of Carson.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I have a question, Madam Mayor.
Councilor
City
Day.
Attorney, So what about the Shell oil refinery that closed down back in 1992? Does this ordinance affect their planned operations or planned development at that site?
It will. Well, yes, it will. But that site already has a specific plan in place. So we will be studying how that goes into play because they shut down their operation a long time ago.
As a refinery.
As
of
a
course, As
refinery.
a tank farm, they're, I
Yes.
believe, the largest Shell oil tank farm on the West Coast.
Yes. And I don't believe they've redeveloped that site yet.
No, they haven't. Yes. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? I'll entertain a motion. Well, are you guys all quiet?
I'll make the motion, Madam Mayor.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's too early
no one
for
was
them.
Speaking up, let's see.
Number 20.
I move we waive further reading and adopt an interim urgency ordinance number 24-2414U, an interim urgency ordinance of the City of Carson, California, to establish a temporary 45-day moratorium on acceptance, processing, and consideration of applications and approval and issuance of permits and entitlements for commercial and industrial redevelopment and subsequent use of current oil refinery sites within the City of Carson, following cessation of refinery operations and declaring the urgency thereof, to ensure the public health, safety, and welfare is protected for a 45-day period by a 4/5 vote tonight.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Please cast your vote.
Madam Mayor, the vote is unanimous. The motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 29 is local and uncontested. All of these positions, to my colleagues, please look at item number 29. On the 30th, they'll be all vacated. So I need you to start looking at who you're going to replace. It may be some of the same ones that you have on. If you have vacancies on the 1st of December, I'd like you to we will start filling these vacancies again. But on the 30th, the planning, with the exception of the Planning Commission, you guys getting this? The Planning Commission, the Environmental Commission, the other ones will be vacated. Our planning, you can change which one?
Madam Mayor, we also, if possible, if we can hold on to the Youth Commission. They
The way
have
it
just
is.
started. They've had their first 3 meetings and they're doing really well.
We'll keep them intact.
Thank you.
But everybody's just going to reappoint or come up with someone new. So I'll go commission by commission. We will not just do a blanket, rescind what I said. So there'll be some people that's removed, and you can do it at the meeting on the 1st, or you can say I reaffirm your appointments. But if my concern is that we fill all these vacant spots.
First meeting in December.
The first meeting in December.
Okay.
Hopefully you will reach out. And to our city clerk, do we have a notice out that we're taking applications again? How can we get that out to our residents?
If that's what you'd like, then I could work with, I guess that would be PIO to get that information out.
Yes, tell them we will be taking applications and filling positions during the month of December. Because we are dark the second meeting, right? Yes. Try to get as many filled, but we will hold on to our youth.
Madam Mayor, where would you like the information disseminated? Do you want to?
Everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. All of our residents need to know that they can be a part of, if they have a desire to serve on these commissions. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So with that, we'll continue this item until the 30th. Memorial adjournments. We don't have any ordinance second reading. Memorial adjournments.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. These are the names that I received. Fernando Valenzuela, Henry Scanlan Jr., Brenda Joyce Melinder, Quincy Jones, James Kearney, Chauncey Glover.
James Kearney, we know him. James Curdy? Yeah, he had been sick. Any more?
I need to
Yeah,
add a
we
name.
know him as Jim Kearney,
Yes,
Madam Mayor.
the golf player.
Yeah.
Wow.
Golf instructor.
Yes.
Yeah. I do have one to add.
Councilman Hicks, you guys need to use this queue up so I can.
Yes, okay. Sherry Franks.
Sherry Franks? Is that it? Jesus. Bishop?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I also like to add, it's no memorial adjournment, but his name is Emmett Smith. He's our field aide, Kirsten Smith's brother. He's in the hospital fighting for his life tonight. So we want to just add him to our prayer list. So let's bow our heads. Father, we pray now that you've heard the families who are bereaved. We pray that you would give them peace, comfort, and strength. And Father, we pray that you would touch Emmett Smith tonight. We know that you're a healer. We know that you're a way maker and a miracle worker. And we submit to your will and your way. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Did we add the newscaster from KJLA, that young?
Yes, Chauncey Glover.
Chauncey, okay.
He's on there.
Okay.
Madam Mayor.
Yes.
I do want to let you know that we received 2 additional comment cards.
Non-agendized?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, we'll hear them.
Brandy Lewin. I know y'all ready to go home, but I want to be sure I provide an update. So, hello, council members, to our re-elected mayor, Lula Davis Holmes, to our re-elected councilman, Mayor Pro Tem Dr. Bishop Jawan Hilton. You got a lot of names, sir. Councilman Cedric Hicks, that's from my district. Councilmember Jim Deere and Councilwoman Arlene Rojas. Thank you for the opportunity to speak before you today. I want to discuss with you or mention, as I previously talked about, when we were close to a store we envisioned, it now seems as though they signed the dotted line. So we should be getting that store. This is a significant milestone for our community, and I really want to thank you guys for stepping up for our community with that. Last time we met, there were some concerns raised by the city regarding the adult day health facility that is in the complex as well. We had a meeting in which I invited you all to, and the community came out in large numbers to express their thoughts about that. So my hope is that you'll support a solution that ensures this adult day health facility aligns with our broader vision for the area, particularly with the new grocery store. So I'm interested in any potential alternative locations that might be considered for this facility, or how we plan to respond moving forward. Thank you for your time and dedication. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Okay, Madam Mayor, Elijah Lopez. Good evening. You all have 3 minutes.
Okay. Good evening. I'm Cynthia Moultrie, and this is Elijah Lopez.
Yeah, my name is Elijah Lopez indeed.
I want to say congratulations to you, Mayor.
Thank you.
On your reelection. I'm here on behalf of Sharice Johnson. I noticed that you guys had her on the agenda as you are offering a reward, to seek the killer. I wanted to know, would there be any press coverage? We're just trying to get any help that we can get, just any information that would help for me to share with her daughter, to comfort her at this time. It's been really hard. Thank you guys for offering the reward, but just wanted to get a little bit more information because we wasn't here at the time. It was on the agenda.
Press release? Mr. City Manager, could you respond?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yes, ma'am. So there is a press release that will go out on behalf of the city, and that press release gets released to all the news outlets as well as social media to advise of the potential reward that is being offered up that the mayor and council approved this evening. So you'll be able to see that and be able to also provide the family the comfort in knowing that that's out there as well. And our sheriff's department is full aware, and they're actually hoping that there'll be some information to come as a result of the press release that we'll send out.
Okay, thank you all for your assistance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Council members request to add items to the agenda. All communications, council members, queue up. Councilman Hicks.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to say to the residents of the city of Carson, thank you for your support. I did not go in this lightly, understanding that this election, people say you got it, it's going to be your seat, don't worry about it. I don't ever go into any of these elections with that mindset, understanding that things can change and things can happen. And for me to sit in this seat, I think it's a privilege, because I'm actually working on behalf of the city, and it's not on behalf of myself. It's making sure that the residents in District 3, who I represent, have a person who is knowledgeable, capable, and understanding what needs to be done in District 3 for all of the residents. And I say this kind of often, I can't always please everybody in the district, but I try to please the masses, of making sure that we are all on the same page and the same accord. So when those numbers came out, and I was really surprised at how much they just came out as big as they were, let me know that I'm doing something right in what I'm doing in District 3. Understanding that this will be 12 years once I finish this term being as the council person for the city of Carson, after 32 years of being a government worker for the city, and putting me at almost 42 years of working. I think at some point in time, you know, you got to put your shoes up and sit down for a minute. But I just want to say to all of the residents, I want to say thank you for doing that. I know my wife, my kids, and I tell people, anyone that's out there, we're looking for those who replace. I know I'm looking for someone to come behind me. I'm not getting any younger. But when you think about this and you want to be a servant, it's not just you that's doing the servant, it's your entire family. Your family is a part of this. So when you sit down and you think about it, go back and talk to your spouse, your mother, your father, or your loved ones, and let them know, is this something that you want to go on board with me with? Because it takes everyone to be a part of this. Because when you give back to the community, you're giving back a lot of the time that you would have been with your family, and that they need to understand that those times are precious. So again, it has been a labor of love. It has always been something I've been doing for over 35 years, and I just want to continue doing what I'm doing, and I want to say thank you for that. In addition, town hall meeting that we had last week, I was really surprised because it was right at the height of the Dodgers doing their playoffs, not knowing that they were going to show up at the Anderson Park. We had standing room only. I could not believe everybody came out regardless. But I will say this, I know a lot of the guys had their phones and they were watching it while they were at the event. So they did two things at the same time. And we were silently clapping in the back, trying to make sure we knew what was going on with the game. But in addition, I know this is Thanksgiving, giving thanks, and turkey giveaways that are being done. I'm planning a turkey giveaways on the 23rd, location to be determined, but I just want people to know that I do this every year, and I'm not going to stop this year as well. I'm doing the turkey giveaway like I always do, between 300 to 500 turkeys every year. So look for a flyer coming out very, very soon. And again, thanks to the residents of the city of Carson, to my supporters, to everyone that was involved with making this happen, even to the haters, because even the haters had to talk about me. So when they talked about me negatively, my name was still being put out there in the atmosphere. So I want to say thank you for putting that out there as well, because what you did, you just elevated me to a different level. And here I am again for another 4 years. But again, thank you for letting me be here as your council person.
Councilwoman.
Yes, thank you. We also had a town hall meeting, the mayor and I, and again, it was during the Dodgers playoffs, and it was also a good show up. We had our topic at the time was elderly financial abuse, elderly scams, and we had the district attorney's representative that was there that gave us a lot of information. I do want to share really quick. There is a resident, a Carson resident, that contacted me saying that she had been speaking with me. I looked into it. It was not me. So myself and the sheriff's department went and visited her, this elderly lady, and we found out that she had been talking to a councilwoman named Arlene Rojas. That was not me. And in addition, she was speaking with other community members in Carson. And we found out that they were scamming her on behalf of my name and others' names. She was also directed to go to the Carson Community Center, pay for the event center for a wedding. I think it was called a love ceremony. So she really believed that this was going to happen. It was all fraudulent. It was not me. It was not anyone that I knew of, but this is concerning because she's 80 years old. And for someone to direct her to Carson Community Center, pay for a room for a wedding, there is no wedding. And they even gave her the name of the person to contact at Carson Community Center. So it was accurate information, but it was all fraudulent. The good thing is her family, they were able to determine that it was all fraud. There's no wedding, but the fact that someone was trying to get her to pay for something. So we're going to have another town hall meeting that's going to talk about these elderly financial scams, love scams, internet scams. And I wanted to show this. I don't know if we can get this. This is the person. It's Arlene Rojas. She's a councilwoman. This is not me at all. So if there's anyone, it says here, 109 friends, 56 mutual friends. People have had this conversation. They've talked to this Arlene Rojas. They text her talking about, and it's been going on since 2022. So I want everybody to know this is not me. And if you do get any request for conversations on this person, report it to ic3.gov. That's the Federal Bureau of Investigations. They handle all internet crimes regarding social media scams on our elderlies. So, Madam Mayor, we're going to have another one. We're going to have where we can get more of our senior citizens to come out and learn how they can avoid these type of scams.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes,
it's been reported many times to Facebook, Instagram. That's all one. There is a police report. We did do that.
Zuckerberg.
Yes. Yes. So there is an investigation. And again, I'm mentioning it because it involves the people in the city of Carson.
No.
So,
thank you. MPT.
For the record, I want to say Facebook is terrible when someone's impersonating you. They won't pull it down. Yeah, they won't pull it down. They keep it up. So I have people impersonating me all the time. I just wanted to say thank you to the residents for giving me an additional 4 years. Thank you. I'm incredibly grateful. November is a month of Thanksgiving. I had a real hard race, really hard fought. It was hard, and thank you. No, I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you. Thank you that I got 100% of the votes, and just incredibly grateful. No, I'm just, no, for real. I want to just say thank you to the residents, as Cedric said. It takes a lot of sacrifice for your family. Thank you to my family. Just thank you. Thank you to my colleagues. It's a joy in serving with all of you all. So I look forward to moving Carson forward, greater, bigger, and better things, making it, it's already the jewel of the South Bay, making the jewel even bigger and brighter and better. So we look forward to moving the city forward, and to the incredible staff that we have the privilege of working with every day. Thank you guys for doing a yo men, yo woman's job. We appreciate you all for making sure that you guys are on the front lines every day, making sure our city is on the cutting edge. I believe we're on the cusp of something great. Never in the history of Carson have we done what we've done, doing what we're doing. All of our streets are paved. We're doing great work, and it's incredible. It's up from here. So I'm incredibly grateful to serve. Thank you, City of Carson, for 4 more years. I look forward to serving you, even in a greater capacity, serving. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all of my colleagues on well-ran races. And just thank you. So my children are watching. Thank you. My wife is watching. Thank you for letting us. My mama's watching. Thank you. So, yeah, thank her for making sacrifices, moving to Carson when we were in 6th grade. So I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. I want to again congratulate my 3 colleagues for their re-election. I look forward to working with you and moving the city forward. There's a lot of great things can happen in the city of Carson when we work together, and I know that is the future of our city. I want to thank also my supporters and my wife and my 2 stepsons for helping out in the campaign. And it was a very interesting election, and I look forward to a great future for the city of Carson. Again, congratulations to all 3 of you. Thank you.
Well, first of all, let me say thank you to the over 15,000 residents that said, yes, we can. And to the other residents that didn't vote for me, thank you also. I appreciate it. It's called a democratic process. But know that I am your mayor, north, east, west, and south. I've never wavered from that. I never will. I serve all of the residents here in the city of Carson, whether you're black, white, blue, or pink. We are one family here, and I just appreciate the fact that you said, I'm going to give her 4 more years because I like what she's been doing. I like the visibility. I like the fact that she's out. I like the fact that our city feels like a city. I like the fact that the divisiveness was not during my administration. It was about us moving this city forward. And when I was elected 4 years ago, I sat down with my city manager and staff and said, this is the direction, and that we have 9 initiatives that we're going to implement, that I'd like implemented. My colleagues bought into that, and we moved this city in the direction that it needed to go. For the first time in the history of the city, we came up have a $229 million surplus, and it's growing. For the first time in the history of the city, we allocated $36 million to get our streets repaved because that's what our residents wanted. And I said it from day one, you can't run a city with 24 million, you can't run it with 54 million. And you can't run it off the backs of our residents. Everybody, I make no bones about it. If you're in the city of Carson, I expect you to pay your fair share. That's what it's all about. Everyone that here should pay their fair share, and that's what we have done in these past 4 years. And I want to thank my colleagues that supported the initiative that was brought forward, the 3 initiatives that have never been dealt with before. We took bold steps, and the oil tax was a bold step. It was a bold step. because it was put on the ballot, and normally big business come and tell you what you're gonna do, but not in my house. Not in my house. If I'm not reelected, it won't be because I didn't try to do the best that I could for the residents of the city of Carson. I'm here to serve you and not myself. I'm here to serve the residents of this great city of Carson. And whether I drive a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, or Ferrari, I earned everything that I have. It's not coming out of the taxpayers' money. I'm not double dipping. I'm not doing any of that. When you plan your retirement, you plan it, and when your kids are grown and doing great, and they're retired, and my grandkids are engineers and doctors and all, I've done my duty. So everything that my husband does for me is because I'm his queen. Okay, I'm his queen. And if he wants his queen to ride in a Bentley, that's what I'm gonna ride in. If your king wants you to ride in something else, that's up to you. I have nothing to do with that. But it's not that I'm bragging, it's that if they make it and your husband can afford it, that's what you do. You ride in that Bentley, or you ride, and whatever, it takes you to the same place as a Yugo will take you. We get there at the same time. So I want you to know that I appreciate the fact that you saw what I was doing, and then when I walked the community, that's what I heard. If it ain't broke, why we gonna fix it? If it's not broke, we love what you're doing, and we love the fact that you're knocking on our doors, asking us for your support. And it gave me the energy that I need to walk another day, because I said, this is what I'm doing, and all the communities, not just North. I kind of left North Carson alone. I knew that they knew what I was about. I had to go and sell my message across this city even more so, and I didn't realize how many people had been watching me. I didn't realize how many people had said, you 4 council people that's on this council, you're working together. I like it. My colleague, I want to thank you for walking and knocking it. She took me into I said, I'm not going over there. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So I want to thank you. I want to thank MPG for being there to support me and say, I appreciate you and I like this team that we have together. And to Councilman Hicks, you're always there. I want to thank you. I want to also thank Jim Tripp for running, because it showed me what I was made of. Yes, I will survive. Yes, I did survive. So I appreciate Carson. I will serve you morning, noon, and night, north, east, west, and south. I am your mayor for the next 4 years. And after that, we'll decide what we're going to do. But we got a lot of work to do. I will be putting together with my colleagues our initiative for the next 4 years. You cannot run a city if you don't have goals and objectives. You got to have them. And so we will be sitting down, coming up with a plan of action for the next 4 years, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The 2028 Olympics is coming to Carson, California. 12 events will be hosted right here in the city of Carson. You're talking, we're going global. This is history, folks. And yes, I did pay my own way. I did. And there was nothing to report. As some people say, why didn't she report? Why should I report what I spent? It's my money. It was important enough for me to go. So the city paid for my airfare. Yes, my daughter went with me. I paid for hers. No, she didn't sleep in a city bed. I paid for it. My aide went, and we picked up some valuable information, folks. Arlene went on her own dime. We picked up valuable information. No one paid for our tickets to go to these venues. Came out of our pockets. And I want to say thank you, Councilwoman, because she rearranged her trip so I wouldn't be there by myself. She said, I'll be there with you. I got your back. And she went with me. I appreciate that. So know that we have some bigger and better things on the table, and you're just going to be blown away. In the next 4 years, we're getting ready to turn this jewel in what we call the real jewel of the South Bay. And it's called teamwork. And I tell everybody there's no I in team. It's spelled T-E-A-M. It's not about me. I cannot do this by myself. My colleagues, they all have to have a vision, and together we will come up with those next 9 initiatives, because I know you're getting ready to plan my state of the city, so we got to have that outlined. You know, I like to do it right. And so I'd like to thank you again, but also my 16th annual turkey giveaway. This is the 16th year to the residents. It's on Sunday, November 24th, 1 p.m. at the South Bay Pavilion. We will be giving away turkeys and gift cards. The gift cards, you can't buy anything with $10 anymore, so your gift cards are like $25 for each resident. You must be a Carson resident, number one. And we will be giving out frozen turkeys also. So this is my 16th annual. We'd already planned it, and I invite everyone to come out that day. And thank you once again from a grateful, grateful mayor for allowing me to serve you for 4 more years. Thank you. Are there staff getting ready for 2028?
Get ready for 2028, Madam Mayor. Yep, 2026 is also,
2026.
we'll be hosting all World Cup soccer teams for practices. So just wanted to clear that because I know a lot of people are, how can I get tickets? Well, we can't fit, people. If you have a game at our beloved Dignity Health Sports Park, it only seats 26,000. That's not enough to hold for a World Cup game, but for the practices, those players will be there. And I know that fans are still excited. So we are preparing for that. But definitely LA28 in the city of Carson at the Carson Sports Park, as it'll be affectionately known as. We are definitely preparing for that and getting everyone on board. So looking forward to it, Mayor.
Thank you, and it's time for my nap. So if there's nothing else, I'll adjourn this meeting and we'll see you next time. Before 8 o'clock. This is how we do it.